Some of the first footage of the Washington Bigfoot at Gifford Pinchot National Forest.
Our nation's capital?
No, actually in Washington State.
I'm glad you clarified that.
Speaking of getting the good photos of these and getting them at night, for example.
Is this towards evening?
This is just in broad daylight. I don't know, I'm just assuming around noon. But we'll have more information on everything. Every photo we have, every video, we'll have forthcoming information about who took the pictures and their adventures during it. But initially, we're just showing the photos and the video. There's something in the news about a new camera called the Falcon Eye KC2000. You've seen video footage of it. Tell the audience what you think.
It turns day into night into day. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's just fantastic. Usually, in the past, you've seen night vision, and it's been green. And
it's fluorescent.
And whenever you see night vision, you see just green on the screen, and that's what you associate with night vision. But you don't see any color, and you see it on cop shows where they go in, and you see it on the Bigfoot shows. This is totally different technology.
This just turns night into day. I mean, if you're using this camera, no longer does it look like nighttime, really. I mean, it really changes it.
Yeah, it
pulls in so much light, it's unreal.
It's a whole new paradigm in night vision. If this is a reality, I mean, it almost looks like it's too good to be true, like it's a prank or something.
Well, it might be too good to be true because those test shots were taken in a lighted area. If you're out here with Bigfoot where there are no lights.
Yeah, it seemed like everything kind of had street lights there.
But the starlights or the moonlight going to be enough to bring that to life?
But put it this way, it looks so good that I almost think that might be a prank or something, but maybe it's not. I looked up for what the price was, and I couldn't find anything.
I'm sure it's very expensive. Think about night vision goggles.
Yeah, and it's a Japanese company called Komamura, Komamura. It's a Falcon Eye KC2000. Now,
you know, you brought up, you happen to bring a Japanese company in Japan. What about Fukushima? What about this nuclear waste? What's going on there? They just keep continuously having nuclear leaks. That stuff's getting in the air and in the ocean. I mean, what are different generations going to look like there? Are they going to start to become deformed? Is the west coast of the United States being affected by this?
Is Bigfoot being affected by it? And
well, if he's in Japan...
And one thing I'm concerned about is I think they get a lot of tuna fish from Japan around that area, and I haven't eaten tuna fish, so I kind of wonder if I should...
Well, it's showing up on the west coast shores. I mean,
yeah.
There's right now research by... There's a place down in San Diego, the Scripps Institute of Oceanography. There is a big study going on right now, and they're going into the kelp forests along the west coast, and they're taking samples and testing for nuclear waste.
So which particular kelp forest?
All along the west coast. And Scripps Institute of Oceanography is currently undertaking that
Do they have any conclusive results so far?
Not yet. They're in the process right now, but that's some serious business. I mean, there's money funding that because this is a serious thing. I mean, I think Japan is in a meltdown, continuously in a meltdown for Fukushima. Isn't Fukushima like nothing we've ever seen as far as nuclear waste goes?
And it's something you don't hear a lot. I mean, it's not like 24/7 on the news. It's kind of there, and then you don't hear about it. But it seems like it's a looming...
Well, they're continuously talking about some leak, but it's just a blip in the news. You know, it's just a quick note about something, and they move on.
And Japan probably doesn't want it getting out, a lot of the information getting out as far as how bad it is. And so they're testing...
Well, you can't believe what... I mean, the government, come on.
So they're testing the kelp to see if there's any radiation.
They're testing the kelp forest to see how high the levels of radiation have gotten, because they detected long ago in the air and in the water radiation.
Okay, let's talk about this more the next episode, because this affects all wildlife, all people.
This affects everybody.
Not to mention Bigfoot.
Well, you know, they talk about global warming. What is this doing? You know, how is this affecting the planet?
Yeah, I mean, people make a lot of fuss about global warming, which is something that's been happening off and on naturally, just with the ice recedes, it comes back, it recedes, it comes back.
They're changing weather patterns.
But, yeah, changing weather patterns, but this nuclear stuff is a whole new, absolutely man-made. There's no debate whether that